everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you this romantic fall makeup look. Now, if it's your first time on my YouTube channel, welcome. My name is Anne, and if you have been here already, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create this, so hopefully by the end of this video, you know how to do this as well. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is prime the eyelids. I use the Rarebeauty Eyeshadow Primer. I'm just applying a few dots all over the eyelid, and then I'm going to blend it in. What a primer does, it removes the redness from the eyelids. It will leave you with a nice clean base, so you're ready to apply your eyeshadow on a nice clean base, which really helps. I would suggest to always start with the eyeshadow primer first before going in with any eyeshadow. So I'm just blending it in onto the eyelid, and then after that I'm setting it with a little bit of powder just to lock it in place. So I'm just applying the powder all over the eyelid, and I will be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Fall Romantic palette, which is perfect for today's eye look since this is a romantic fall inspired look. So I'm going to go in with this color first, and I'm just kind of dapping it onto the outer part of the eyelid, and then with whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to blend it a little bit more towards the center of the crease. I wanted to start off with this dark shade first, and normally I prefer to go in with a light color first and then go in with a darker shade and a darker shade to really build up the gradient of the transition. But today I just decided to go in with this one right away because I really wanted to do kind of like an easy eye look with not too many steps. So it does take a little bit more blending, but it will take you less time in general and less steps, so it's easy. So I'm just focusing on making the blending look nicer, and then once I'm happy with how it looks, I'm going to focus on the inner corner of the eye. So I took a tinier brush. I will link all the brushes that I used in the description bar, and I'm just blending it in the inner corner of the eye. I do have to say there's like an exercise outside with planes, so you might hear some noise in the background. I'm sorry about that, but this will take a while, and I really have to do this editing right now, so hopefully it's not too hard in the back. So with this tinier brush, I'm just blending it in the inner corner, and then I'm focusing on making these eyeshadow go from the inner corner to the outer corner, so blending it into the crease area as well, but just with minimal product which is left on my brush because I don't want everything to look too harsh. So I'm just really going along the edges to make sure that everything looks nicely blended out. And I'm just kind of looking into the mirror in between to see how I feel like everything looks. But I feel like the transition is coming really nicely together. So I'm almost finished with the eyelid. If you want it even darker, you can always go in with more of this color that I use. But I'm happy with how it looks so far. So now I'm going to go in with this beautiful color, and I'm just going to use my finger to apply this. So I'm kind of like smearing it onto the center of the eyelid, and then after this I will go in with the brush to kind of make the edges look more softer. But really first I'm just focusing on packing this on to make sure that it's as nicely like pigmented as possible onto the eyelid, so you can really see how beautiful this color is. So I'm just applying a few layers, and then after this I will grab a brush and I'm kind of gonna like smudge around the edges, because sometimes, you know, because I used a matte color in the crease and then used like a different kind of texture shade all over the eyelid, you can just see a big difference in the transition of those two colors. So you kind of want to make sure that you blend those edges. Kind of where the matte shade separates from the shimmers, you want to blend your brush to kind of blend it into each other. And it's actually super easy because you will not have any product on your brush. I'm using a clean brush, so it will just look really softly and blend into each other. Then I also decided to go in with this color and just pop a little bit of that in the center of the eyelid as well. It just will make my center a little bit lighter, and it will just give that little bit of a kind of violet purple sheen to it, which I really liked. I just felt like it added something extra. I mean, I liked the color before as well, but I don't know, it just gives it a bit more of a dreamy vibe. I don't know. So just using my finger, I just used a very tiny amount just to give it that purple sheen. So I didn't really have to go back in with the brush. Then I went in with this Colourpop waterproof cream gel liner, and I'm going to use this for in the waterline. I'll put the name of the color that I used in the description bar. It's kind of like a rusty reddish brown. I felt kind of hard to like find a color which really suited with today's eye look, but when I applied in my waterline, I was kind of like, oh my god, it looks like I've cried or something. But once the finished result looked actually really good, so I was happy with my choice. So I decided to go in with that first color that I used and apply this underneath the lower lash line as well to kind of make everything just in the same color undertone. And I'm just using a flat definer brush from Sigma Beauty and applying this all underneath the lower lash line. Sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place. I actually just woke up and I never do a voiceover this early, so I guess that's kind of why I'm a little bit, I don't know, I feel like I'm different. I think I work better at night. So I'm blending the lower lash line as well. I want everything to look nice and grungy, smoky. This is definitely a look that I would wear for like fall time or Valentine's Day, but also like I feel like you can wear this all year around. But it does give me kind of like Valentine's Day fall vibes. I don't know, I really like it, and I feel like the Anastasia palette is really beautiful. The looks that I've created so far, I really like them. So now I'm gonna curl the lashes because it's time for mascara. So I'm using my MAC Cosmetics lash curler, and then I also decided to go in with this new mascara from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which I haven't used yet. First of all, the packaging of the mascara is really beautiful. It's quite heavy compared to other mascaras. It's more bulky. It feels really luxurious, and I feel like the mascara wand is kind of like, you can kind of compare it with like a Lancome mascara. It's not one of those super thick and big mascara wands. It's actually a little bit tinier, and I really like it. So here you can see the before lashes, and here you can see the after. So I really hope you all like how this look turned out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. I just hope you all like how it turned out and enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!